Hello guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make a play, just kind of like this one. So this is just kind of like the basics. So first, like any other build, I'm going to start out with your seat. I'm going to just use this block as the base point. I'm just going to, you can use propellers. In that case, you just want to put it on the front. But I'm going to use thrusters, since I feel like using thrusters is a bit harder to do in trailmakers. So, you can pick whatever engine you want. Excuse me. I'm just going to use the Dragon Jet. It's versatile and all that. You just want to have this on the back, or on the sides of your plane. You can rotate it and all that. Those are the two best points for thrusters. So, let's get started. So I'm just gonna give ourselves a bit of a tail here. You know, every good plane needs a tail. And you know, for the tail fins and all that. So, you also kind of want to have these forces right here on, because that'll help you figure out stuff, like where your center of thrust is. So that needs to go through the center point of mass. And don't worry, once you start adding stuff, your center point of mass and stuff will be a lot better. Okay, so now I'm going to go to flight. I'm gonna get me a flap wing. And you just kind of want to put your wings around your center point of mass. But don't worry, once you start adding more blocks, it will begin to slowly, what's it called? It will slowly start inching to like the middle if you're symmetrical and all that. So to do the wings, you just want to have the flap wings for pitch and stuff. I should have started out a bit smaller actually. Yeah, let me shorten this a little bit. But anyways, the only reason the center point of mass is so far back is because the Dragon Thruster is relatively heavy. So, but as I said, you just kind of want to put the wings somewhere around the center point of mass. That'll help a lot. And for the front, I'm just going to put some aerodynamics on it. Aerodynamics helps a lot when it comes to any sort of planes or really anything in the game. My next video I may even talk about how to do aerodynamics and stuff, the basics of aero. Anyways, so after you've done that, you're going to want some tail fins. For this build, I'm just going to use these because they only take one block worth, or not one block, but they only take one. You get what I mean. Like, it only takes up one slot, or whatever. What am I talking about? Anyways, but, because they're thin. There we go. Yeah, be careful of doing stupid stuff like that, like I just did. But, so now, we kind of have like a simple plane. It's a bit odd right now, but it should look better. As you can see, it's working. It does like to angle up a bit, even when I go downwards, so that's a problem that needs to be fixed. And if I'm not wrong, it's because of, how does this work? I don't understand that. I've never had this happen, where the lift is too far in front of the center core mass like that. Or I have, but, you know. Anyways, so, I'm gonna change out the thrusters for some a little less heavy. For smaller builds, you do want to use less heavy thrusters and such. It does help. How much does this weigh? 15 compared to 30. Yeah, that'll probably be better. Okay. So, let's just connect that, and just to make it look good. We'll put this little ledge block right there. And that also gives us better aerodynamics as well. So, now we should have a decent plane. Okay, it's still angling up a bit. That's no problem, we can't fix. There's a few ways you can counteract angling up or down. So, the first way is just adding more aerodynamics to counteract it. There's also adding more weight to line these two up. And there's many ways actually, but those are the two main ways, at least I would say anyway, to take care of bad angling or anything. That's just about perfect right there. So, now I'm going to take off, and, wouldn't you know it, we're angling down now. Now, one thing I could do that might help is add more lift, or I could add some ailerons, which should give a small bit of lift, I believe, and it also kind of balances out, or it kind of gives us the roll ability as well, because right now, or just a second ago, we only have pitch. Pitch is up and down, yaws left and right, and roll is like side to side, kind of, if you're confused on that. So, now what we can do is we can add more aerodynamics to counteract us going down. So add up force, which should help quite a lot, I believe. This block is best for directional aerodynamics. Other blocks are better just for keeping you like straight and are better for stability. These are way better for directional kind of stuff. So I'm going to remove that one. It also kind of gives us a way to get wind under our wings while we're just going on the ground. And as you can see, that did help quite a lot. Okay. Also, don't forget, sometimes you can accidentally put the flap wings with the wrong controls sometimes. But I believe, yeah, this is right. So, and if you're not getting enough pitch whenever you put in the input you put, you just add more flap wing. It's actually not that hard. And if you do, that will give you a lot more pitch whenever you press the input you put into it. And, okay, I did actually put the wrong inputs into the flap wings. So let me change that really quick. There we go. Okay. I'm also going to bring this tail out a little bit longer. And see, that should give us actually a bit more to not only work with building wise, it also helps us, sorry for all the uhs, it also helps us kind of be more stable when it comes to the drag back here, the tail fins. It also helps us like stay way more stable. And if you think about it, it actually also helps with lift as well. So, yeah, we're angling up still, apparently. But, basically, this should help. Making your plane longer does help a lot sometimes when it comes to stability issues and all that. So, alright, let's head back. Now we can work on, golly, why do I keep saying that? Anyways, now we can work on, trying to make it more, like, agility, or have more agility. So first things first, I'm gonna move those, so those are, mine. So, you can also see the little tips and tricks up here. So now, I'm going to move these wings where their lift is more in line with the center point of mass, which I would say that's a bit better right there, I think. So, also, don't forget you can also, if it's some simple build like this, you can move your seat to also help with, lift issues and all that. Let's see how it performs now that the lift and center point of mass is way more in line now, and it works pretty good. I keep forgetting to change the flap wings, but as you can see, we have a functioning plane. So yeah, and so that's basically how you make yourself a little simple plane. Nothing much. Just pretty simple. Decided to make this as my first official video and stuff with my new webcam and all that. And I could have probably added more, but the last video, for some reason, I couldn't post it because it was too long. So, anyways, see ya. If you enjoyed the video, and if it helped, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and maybe even tell a friend or something about me. Hope this helped, and have a good day.